Have you ever met someone who knows very little about a topic? Someone who has never studied medicine but argues with doctors? Someone who watches a few videos online and thinks they understand science? Or someone who makes huge mistakes but refuses to accept they are wrong? Why does this happen? Why do some people with the least knowledge often have the most confidence? The answer lies in one of the most fascinating discoveries in psychology, the Dunning-Kruger Effect, a strange mental bias that explains why people who lack knowledge often fail to recognize their own limitations.
In 1995, a man named MacArthur Wheeler walked into two banks in Pittsburgh, USA, and attempted to rob them. What made this crime unusual was not the robbery itself, but what Wheeler believed. He had covered his face with lemon juice. Why? Because he believed lemon juice worked like invisible ink. Since lemon juice can be used to write invisible messages, he thought it would also make his face invisible to security cameras. Wheeler was completely confident that his plan would work, but the cameras clearly captured his face. When police showed him the footage, he was shocked. He genuinely could not understand how his plan had failed. This strange case caught the attention of psychologists, David Dunning and Justin Kruger. They started wondering, could people with limited knowledge actually be unable to recognize their own lack of knowledge?
Dunning and Kruger conducted several experiments and discovered something surprising. People who performed poorly in a particular area often overestimated their abilities. They didn't just lack knowledge, they also lacked the ability to understand how much they were missing. This became known as the Dunning-Kruger Effect. The idea is simple. When our knowledge is very limited, we often don't have enough knowledge to recognize our own mistakes. Imagine learning a new skill. At the beginning, you know almost nothing, but after watching a few videos or reading a few articles, you suddenly feel like you understand everything. This is the dangerous stage. You have learned enough to feel confident, but not enough to understand the complexity of the subject. Psychologists call this the peak of confidence with very little competence. One of the biggest examples of the Dunning-Kruger effect can be seen on the internet. Today, anyone can search information instantly. This is a powerful advantage, but it also creates a problem. Having access to information does not mean having understanding. A person may read a few articles about a complex subject and believe they are an expert. They may confidently reject professionals who have spent decades studying that field. The problem is not confidence itself. Confidence is useful. The problem is confidence without competence. But why does the human brain do this? The answer is related to how our brain protects our self-image. Most people want to believe they are intelligent, capable, and correct. Admitting I don't know can feel uncomfortable, so sometimes the brain creates a shortcut. Instead of accepting uncertainty, we create confidence. This protects our ego but prevents learning. Another interesting part of this effect is that highly knowledgeable people can sometimes underestimate themselves. Why? Because experts understand how much they don't know. A beginner sees a simple world. An expert sees complexity. A person who knows only a little may say, "I know everything about this." But a true expert often says, "There is still so much I need to learn." This is why humility is often a sign of intelligence. The Dunning-Kruger effect appears in many areas of life. In the workplace, an inexperienced employee may believe they are better than everyone else while ignoring their mistakes. In relationships, someone may refuse to accept their own behavior is causing problems. In health, people may believe random online information is equal to years of medical training. In politics and society, people may become extremely confident about complicated issues after learning only a small amount. However, the Dunning-Kruger effect does not mean that only unintelligent people experience overconfidence. Everyone can fall into this trap. Even experts can make mistakes outside their own field. A scientist may know everything about biology but misunderstand economics. A successful businessman may have poor knowledge about psychology. No human being knows everything. The key difference is that knowledgeable people are usually more aware of their limits. So how can we protect ourselves from this bias? First, develop curiosity. Instead of asking, "How can I prove I'm right?" ask, "What could I be missing?" Second, seek feedback. Other people can often see our mistakes more clearly than we can. Third, keep learning. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is still to discover. And finally, become comfortable saying, I don't know. Those 3 words are not a sign of weakness. They are the beginning of wisdom. The Dunning-Kruger Effect teaches us a powerful lesson. The most dangerous person is not the one who knows nothing. It is the person who knows very little, but believes they know everything. True intelligence is not about having all the answers. It is about recognizing the limits of your knowledge and having the courage to keep learning. Because the smartest people in the world often share one simple belief. The more they learn, the more they realize how much they still don't know. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more fascinating psychology, science, and human behavior stories.